Here is something that will shock you about aging. In a village outside Tokyo, researchers discovered something extraordinary. Two neighbors, both 78 years old, living in identical homes, eating similar diets. Yet one looked and moved like she was 65, while the other struggled with pain, stiffness, and looked nearly 90. The difference? Three simple things they did differently in the first hour after waking up. The woman who seemed decades younger had accidentally avoided three morning habits that, according to new research from Harvard Medical School, can accelerate aging by up to 15 years. Yes, you heard that right. 15 years. And here is the most unsettling part. Millions of people over 60 are doing these exact same habits right now, thinking they are harmless, or worse, thinking they are actually good for them. A groundbreaking 2024 study published in the Journal of Gerontology followed over 8,000 adults aged 60 to 85 for 5 years. What they discovered changed everything we thought we knew about healthy aging. The researchers found that certain morning routines created a cascade of biological effects that dramatically accelerated muscle loss, cognitive decline, joint deterioration, and even shortened lifespan. We are not talking about smoking or eating junk food. We are talking about habits that seem completely innocent, things your doctor might have even recommended years ago. In this video, I am going to reveal these 3 morning habits that are aging you faster than anything else. And when we get to habit number 1, you will understand why Japanese longevity experts call it the silent accelerator. Their research found that people who eliminated just this one habit experienced a reversal of age-related decline equivalent to being 7 years younger within just 90 days. 7 years younger. In 3 months. Before we begin, share with us in the comments your age and where you are watching from. We love hearing from our community and reply to every comment. Now, let's uncover the first habit that might be stealing years from your life without you even knowing it. Habit number 3. Checking your phone before moving your body. The third habit that is aging you faster might be happening right now in your bedroom. It is reaching for your phone the moment you wake up, before you have even moved your body or gotten out of bed. This seems harmless, right? Everyone does it. But here is what researchers at Stanford University discovered that changes everything. When you wake up, your brain is in a unique neurochemical state. Your cortisol levels are naturally rising to help you transition from sleep to wakefulness. This is called the cortisol awakening response, and it is actually healthy when it happens naturally. But the moment you look at your phone screen, especially if you check emails, news, or social media, you trigger an artificial cortisol spike on top of your natural one. This double dose of stress hormone does something devastating to your aging body. A study published in Psychoneuroendocrinology in 2023 examined 400 adults over 60 who checked their phones within the first 15 minutes of waking. Blood tests revealed that this single habit elevated their cortisol levels 34% higher than those who delayed phone use for at least 30 minutes. High morning cortisol is not just about feeling stressed. It directly accelerates biological aging. It breaks down muscle tissue faster, increases inflammation throughout your body, raises blood pressure, and impairs your body's ability to repair cellular damage that accumulated during sleep. But there is something even more insidious happening. The blue light from your phone screen, when viewed immediately after waking, disrupts your circadian rhythm for the entire day. Your body interprets this bright light as a signal that disrupts the natural wake-up sequence. Research from the National Institute on Aging found that this circadian disruption is linked to faster cognitive decline, increased risk of falls due to poor sleep quality the following night, and accelerated skin aging from impaired cellular repair. Here is what you should do instead. For the first 15 to 30 minutes after waking, move your body before moving your fingers across a screen. This could be simple ankle circles while still in bed, gentle stretches, walking to the kitchen for water, or even just sitting on the edge of your bed and taking 5 deep breaths. Movement before screen time allows your cortisol awakening response to complete naturally, activates your muscles and joints gently, and sets a calmer neurological tone for your entire day. Japanese elders in longevity hotspots have a saying, "The morning belongs to the body, not the mind." They instinctively practice gentle movement rituals before engaging with any mental stimulation, and researchers believe this is one reason they maintain such remarkable physical and cognitive function into their 90s and beyond. If you absolutely must check your phone for an important reason, at least sit up, take 3 deep breaths, and do some shoulder rolls first. This simple buffer can reduce the cortisol spike by up to 40%, according to studies on morning stress management. The second habit we need to talk about is even more common than the first, and it is probably happening in your bathroom right now. Habit number 2: skipping water and drinking coffee. First, the second morning habit that is rapidly aging your body happens in nearly every household across America. You wake up, shuffle to the kitchen, and immediately pour yourself a cup of coffee before drinking any water. This ritual feels so normal, so essential, that most people cannot imagine starting their day any other way. But here is what this habit is doing to your aging body, and it is not pretty. When you sleep for 7 to 8 hours, your body loses about 1 to 2 pounds of water through breathing, sweating, and biological processes. You wake up in a state of mild dehydration. Your blood is slightly thicker, your joints have less lubrication, your muscles are not fully hydrated, and your cells are desperate for water to begin their repair and cleaning processes. This is the moment your body needs water most. But instead, millions of people give it coffee, a diuretic that actually increases dehydration. A clinical study at Kyoto University examined 350 adults over 65 who habitually drank coffee before water each morning. After monitoring them for 2 years, researchers found alarming patterns. These coffee-first individuals showed 28% faster decline in kidney function compared to those who hydrated first. Their joint pain scores were 43% higher, likely due to poor morning lubrication of cartilage. They experienced more frequent constipation, which accelerates toxin buildup and inflammation. And perhaps most surprisingly, they showed cognitive test scores 15% lower in morning assessments because their dehydrated brains simply could not function optimally. But the aging acceleration does not stop there. Coffee on an empty, dehydrated stomach significantly increases cortisol production. Remember from habit number 3 how elevated cortisol breaks down muscle and increases inflammation? Well, this coffee-first habit creates another massive cortisol spike right after the phone-induced one. For many people over 60, this creates a perfect storm of stress hormones that keeps their body in a chronic state of breakdown rather than repair. Here is what happens at the cellular level. Your cells need water to flush out metabolic waste that accumulated during sleep. Think of it like this. During the night, your body has been working hard to repair damage, fight off pathogens, and process toxins. All that cellular garbage needs to be removed, and water is the transport system. When you skip water and drink coffee instead, you are essentially telling your sanitation workers to take the day off while the trash piles up. This toxic buildup accelerates aging at the cellular level. Dr. Hiroshi Yamamoto, who has studied Japanese centenarians for over 30 years, discovered that nearly all of them share one common practice. They drink water, usually room temperature or warm, before consuming anything else. Many add a squeeze of lemon for additional benefits. The water volume varies, but most drink between 8 to 16 ounces immediately upon waking. The solution is beautifully simple. Keep a glass or bottle of water by your bedside. Before your feet hit the floor, drink at least 8 to 12 ounces of room temperature water. Then, if you want coffee, wait at least 20 to 30 minutes. Habit number 1. Sitting still for more than 10 minutes after waking. The most destructive morning habit that is aging you faster than anything else is also the most common. After you wake up, after you check your phone, after you drink your coffee, you sit down. You sit at the breakfast table, you sit on the couch to watch the morning news, you sit in your favorite chair to read the paper, and you stay there, barely moving, for 30, 45, sometimes 60 minutes or more. This prolonged morning stillness is devastating to your aging body, and here is why. During sleep, your body has been relatively immobile for hours. Your joints have stiffened as synovial fluid, the lubricating liquid in your joints, has thickened. Your muscles have contracted and shortened. Your circulation has slowed. Your lymphatic system, which does not have a pump like your heart and relies entirely on movement to function, has essentially been on pause. Your spine has compressed, and the discs between your vertebrae have lost fluid. When you wake up, your body is in a state that desperately needs movement to restart all these systems. But when you immediately transition from lying still to sitting still, something catastrophic happens at the biological level. A landmark study from Tokyo Metropolitan University, published in 2024, followed 1,200 adults over 60 for 3 years. They tracked exactly how people spent their first hour after waking. What they discovered was shocking. People who remained mostly sedentary, meaning sitting or minimal movement, for the first 45 to 60 minutes after waking, experienced accelerated aging markers that were profound. These early morning sitters showed 52% faster muscle loss compared to those who moved within 10 minutes of waking. Their joint flexibility decreased 3 times faster. They had 47% more incidence of falls and balance problems. Their cognitive function scores declined twice as fast, and their blood pressure readings were significantly worse. The researchers called this phenomenon morning metabolic shutdown, where the body essentially stays in a semi-sleep state for hours, missing the critical window when it should be activating and energizing. Here is what happens inside your body during this extended morning stillness. Your circulation remains sluggish, meaning less oxygen reaches your brain and muscles. You feel foggy and tired, which makes you want to sit more, creating a vicious cycle. Your joints stay stiff because that thick synovial fluid never gets pumped through and thinned out by movement. Over time, this daily pattern of morning joint stiffness leads to permanent flexibility loss. The Japanese have a term, asa no karada, which roughly translates to morning body awakening. They view these first movements not as exercise, but as a respectful conversation with their body, thanking it for another day and preparing it for whatever lies ahead. This mindset shift is important. When you think of morning movement as a chore or workout, you resist it. When you think of it as a gentle gift to your body, a way to start the day with self-care and respect, it becomes something you look forward to. The Japanese elders who live healthy, independent lives past 100 did not achieve that through luck or genetics. They achieved it through daily practices, small choices repeated consistently over decades. Morning routines set the tone for your entire day, and your days accumulate into years. Change your mornings, and you change your aging trajectory. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these 3 habits have you been doing without realizing it was harmful? And which one will you commit to changing starting tomorrow? Share with us in the comments below. We read every single one and love hearing from our community. If this video opened your eyes to something you did not know, share it with a friend or family member who needs to hear this message, and subscribe to our channel for more senior-friendly health tips every week. We are here to help you age stronger, healthier, and more vibrant. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.